Hey there guys, Joey here from Resurrect Personal Coaching, and I just want to come to you with a little bit of information about being selfish and what actually being selfish really means. So the first question I want to really ask yourselves, and I want you to type in the comments below for anyone who's watching this, is are you selfish? Yes or no? Are you selfish? Yes or no? If you are selfish, tell me, why are you selfish? If you're not selfish, tell me, why are you not selfish? Write it in the comment below. Send me a little bit of love along with that. We always love to share as much love as we can here. Tell me, are you selfish? Yes or no? So, what does selfish actually really mean? Okay. Looking at the world and the way it is, we're taught to give. And we're taught as children to give as much as we can and to not be selfish. And to not be selfish for this. You should give this to people and you should give that to people. And selfish is looked on as being a very negative word. But is it really? Is it really a negative word? And what does selfish actually mean? Well, basically it can mean whatever you want it to mean. If you want it to be a negative word, it can be a negative word. If you want it to be a positive word, it can be a positive word. But why should it be negative? Why should being selfish be a negative word? And funny enough, my girlfriend just messaged me just shortly before this video, and she said, don't be selfish. Be aware that you need to look after yourself. And I thought to myself, well, isn't what selfish really is? Being selfish enough to look after yourself? And it's something that I've thought of for a long time, and I speak to a lot of people on the phone, and I speak to a lot of clients, and they say, I need to stop being selfish. And it's like, well, what do you mean you need to stop being selfish? Because the problem with today's society and the problem with the world is we're taught to look after everybody else and to not be selfish. But let me put it this way. If you're not happy, how do you expect, without being a hypocrite, to make other people happy? If you're not happy, how do you expect to make other people happy? Because you don't know how to be happy. If you're not happy, how can you teach or show or make somebody else happy? Because that's not the way it works. You need to be happy and you need to be full of love and joy to be able to make somebody happy. So what I want people to do, and what I want you guys to do, and anyone watching this video is to start being selfish, but not in a negative way where you think, okay, I'm going to keep everything that I earn. I'm going to not give to charity. Nobody's going to have my food. This is my food. I'm not going to share it. That's not what selfish is. That's just not being a very nice person. What selfish is looking after you and making sure that you are important to you and looking after yourself. And whether that's going to the gym and working on your own physical fitness, looking after your nutrition, looking after your mental health, making sure that you're happy, you're doing the things that you want to do, achieving the goals that you want to achieve, getting to the places in life that you want to get to, doing the job that you want to do, doesn't matter what it is, make sure you work on it and be selfish. And what you'll notice is if you start to achieve things from within, for example, you start to achieve things within your fitness and you start to feel fitter, you start to feel more positive, you start to feel happier, you start to feel stronger. And what you do with that then, you want to start giving to people. You want to start giving to your friends. You want to start giving to your family. And you want to start making them as happy as you feel. And then you are truly defining what selfish really isn't. Is to keep things for yourself. It's not. It's to look after yourself and to look after you and to work on you so that you can give and then share that around with everybody else. Because if you don't look after you, nobody else will. Nobody else will. I was speaking to a client yesterday who his whole life has gone through and he's just provided for other people, and he's got to the point where he's not looked after himself. He's on the verge of diabetes, he's quite sick, and he needs to look after his health. But all he's done is not be selfish his entire life. He's not been selfish, and he's in a bad state. Nobody's looked after him. So if he's selfish and now he looks after himself, he can still do all those things. You can still give to people. You can still provide for people. You can still help people out, but you've got to look after you. And if you don't be selfish for you, you're the one that's going to get hurt. You're the one that's going to be in a situation that you don't want to be in. You're going to be sick. You're going to be unhealthy. You're going to be unhappy. And at the end of the day, those three things, if you're not happy and you feel sick and you're selfish and you're unselfish, you lead to things like depression, you lead to things like diabetes, you lead to things like sickness. And how are you going to be unselfish, so society says, how are you going to be able to give to people if you're dead? Because sickness and health and depression are the three main causes of death. So if you're dead, how are you going to be able to help anybody? So if you're selfish for yourself and you work on your own physical health, you work on your own mental health, and you work on the things that you want to achieve, then you won't be in a position where you get to that state where you're going to feel so sick and so ill that you are on the verge of death. You will be in a state where you're healthy, you feel good, and you're able to give to other people. So guys, if you can take anything away from this today, be selfish. Be selfish for you, and be selfish for you because it's going to help everybody else around you that you want to help. Family, friends, colleagues, whoever. It's going to help them because you're helping you. So guys, be selfish today. Have a fucking awesome Tuesday, and I'll speak to you all soon. Peace out.